The organ is a magnificent instrument. It's unparalleled. Mozart referred to it as the king of instruments. The range of sounds, from the very softest of sounds to the most uplifting, loud sounds, is truly magnificent. I've been playing the organ since I was 13. I began learning at school. However, before this time, I was a cathedral chorister at Lincoln Cathedral back in the UK, where my love of the organ and music was inspired by a number of very, very talented people. The instrument we have here today in St Matthew in the City is a combination of essentially two instruments. We have a number of pipes left over from the previous instrument, and indeed some new pipes which were incorporated when the organ was rebuilt in 2011 by the Willis company in the UK. Willis instruments are widely known for their wonderful tonal range and colours of their sounds, and I'm delighted to be able to show you today some of the range of those sounds that we have here in this church. The organ here, it really supports what we have in our philosophy of St Matthew in the City of having excellence in music. It's really an instrument that only the organ really can support what we do here. A keyboard or a piano, for example, wouldn't be sufficient for the scale of the congregations and the amount of things that require the organ accompaniment, which is why we're so fortunate to have this magnificent instrument here. On our organ we have 4 sets of keyboards as well as the pedals, and each set of keyboards has its own set of pipes, and in total we're looking at over 3,000 pipes behind me in the organ case, each one attributing to its own key, and each one has its own particular sound. Behind the facade of the pipes there is a wind reservoir, and there are connecting pipes to the speaking pipes, and as soon as you press a key and have a stop drawn, the air flows through the pipe and creates the sound. From the very smallest of pipes, just over one foot in length, to the largest of pipes, which is about 32 feet in length. We're lucky enough to have the South Island Organ Company come to maintain the instrument. It's an enormous task for them to be able to do this. It requires at least 7 or 8 hours of tuning 6 times a year to keep the organ in good working condition. So to actually tune the instrument requires a lot of technical skill and a very, very good ear. You tend to have 2 people working on the organ tuning, one person who's based down here at the console and actually pressing the keys so the pipes speak, and another person up with the pipes making very minor adjustments to the position of the pipe in order to alter the pitch. An important musical difference between the piano and the organ is that one can't affect the volume of the sound that you make just by how hard one presses the key. You have to have a number of stops drawn and change those stops to affect the overall sound. It requires quite a significant playing technique where one has to manage these stop knobs and buttons all over the place, so there are lots of other things to think about other than the notes. Since there are so many different combinations of sounds we can get on the organ, it's possible to layer up different sounds on top of each other. So we have what are foundation sounds, the most basic of organ-type sounds. To that we can add different pitches, different colours, and indeed different types of sounds, such as reeds, which change the sound quality completely. We aim to achieve the highest standard of music possible. We employ 4 professional singers to sing in St Matthew's Voices, who work alongside me to provide the music for every Sunday. On special occasions, such as Pentecost, Easter Day and Christmas Day, we augment the singers, so we're looking to have up to about 8 singers, where we can expand the repertoire that we do. Since we have our professional musicians with us, we are very fortunate to be able to do a very wide range of music, often very challenging music, which is beyond the capabilities of many church choirs, which puts us in a unique position in Auckland City. Music is able to take us to somewhere which words alone cannot do. The combination of music, emotive texts, brilliant performers, performing music to a very high standard, moves so many people, and it's a real privilege at St Matthew in the City to be part of the team which is delivering this excellent music programme.